Mutations, well, it's the process of when one or more genes change. There are two types of mutations, gene mutations and chromosome mutations. Gene mutations change the function of the protein in the body. Chromosome mutations alter the chromosome structure or number.
What is DNA? DNA is a long molecule that contains our unique genetic code. Genes are segments in the DNA that contain codes for a specific protein for the function of the cells in the body.
So what is RNA? RNA is also a type of nucleic acid in all living cells. That means anything with RNA can have a mutation.
As we had said before, the two types of mutations are gene mutations and chromosome mutations. Gene mutations are permanent changes in the DNA gene sequence, while chromosomal mutations arise during cell division.
So there are three types of gene mutations: substitutions, insertions, and deletions. Usually there are 46 chromosomes, 23 from the mother and 23 from the father, but we'll only be using 10 as an example. Substitutions is the process of one nucleotide swapping for another during the DNA replication.
The second type of gene mutation is insertion. Insertion nucleotide base pairs that are added into a DNA sequence or an extra base is added.
Then there's deletions, where a part of the chromosome is left out during DNA replication. Usually insertions and deletions can be very dangerous because adding or removing a base creates the amount of bases to change.
There are four types of chromosome mutations: duplication, deletion, inversion, and translocation. First, we have duplication, the production of one or more copies of a gene of a chromosome.
Then there's deletion. As in gene mutations, the genetic material is broken off.
The next one we have is inversion. Inversion is when a part of a chromosome is rearranged with another chromosome.
Then, lastly, there's translocation, when a fragment from one chromosome breaks off and attaches to another chromosome.
How mutations affect people. Mutations are important because they can pass down health conditions or allow an antibiotic to survive. Any gene mutation that a parent carries could be passed down onto their children or could be completely random. This is one of the many mutations called hereditary mutations. Mutations can have a harmful, helpful, and even neutral effect on people.
What causes mutations? They are caused by a change in nucleotide change or loss in genes and rearrangement in genes. There are a few three-world examples. So the first one is a helpful mutation, which is malaria resistance. Malaria is a mosquito-based infection which invades the red blood cells. By having a malaria resistance mutation, it helps repel or control the infection away.
Next, we have a neutral mutation, which is eye color, a mutation that is neither positive nor negative. Eye color does not affect the offspring in any way.
So lastly, a harmful mutation is cancer. If a parent were to have cancer before having their child, it is possible that they pass it down to their offspring. This is a life-threatening disease that can affect and destroy the body tissue. This is harmful to their offspring as it reduces his or her chance of survival.